do y'all see an end to the whole gender war?
I want to hear from Youngin first, because he, this is his generation.
Yeah, this is your world, bro.
Yeah.
You see an end to it? I'll go second if it's okay with Mike.
Yeah, you good.
Man, I don't know what to say about.
I'll go first, bro. I can go first. I don't see an end, bro. If you want to think about it, that's cool.
Are y'all in the same generation? Like, are y'all in the same generation?
I'm 47. What are you, 40? 39, 40?
39.
Right, so we kind of stagger. We all...
You're a millennial.
Well, generation is like 10 years apart.
I'm Gen X. I'm Gen X. He's millennial, and you're Gen Z.
Okay.
Gen Z looking.
Man, I don't know, man. It's the last 3 generations. You know what I'm saying? To give an honest opinion, I don't see an end to it. I'm going based off of the quotes. If you want to talk about specific community, based off of a quote of Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson said, "Man, I can't do it with my type of women because it's a lot of quarrel there." You know what I'm saying?
What did he mean by his type of woman? Black woman you're talking about?
Yeah, it's a black woman. So,
and what was his reasoning for that?
He had to deal with a lot of quarrel. You know what I'm saying? He's a boxer. Jack Johnson is a well-known, world-renowned black American boxer. But when he goes home to his wife, he gets some strife sometimes. So what he do? He went over to the other side, and he chose a white woman. While we say gender war, everybody is really just exercising their right to freedom, man. I don't really see it as a gender war.
Okay, that's different.
You know what I mean? I'm in Gen Z. I kind of have a different outlook on it, man. Women doing the same thing. Are there a lot more wild things happening in the world right now because of it? Yeah, but that's where we got to find a center. You know what I'm saying? We got to center ourselves. So,
are you dating? Are you married? Hold on. Are you dating? Are you married? What's your circumstances?
I actually just recently got out of a relationship.
Okay. So I'm trying to get I'm trying to get his worldview. He's 25, right? You 25, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get your worldview of the dating market. So out of five women that you come across, just casually, it could be not sexually, it could be casually or intimately, whatever. Out of the 5 women that you come across, how many of those 5 do you deem quality enough for a relationship? It don't have to be a relationship with you, but just quality enough to be in a relationship, a functioning relationship.
Man, honestly, for me, it starts young. So I mean, right now, I'd probably say out of the last 5 women, none.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the generation. I can't say that they can take care of themselves, and they'll do for another person. But when you sit down and talk to them for a little bit, they have a lot more going on behind the scenes than they're with you. So, or else. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I see it as a gender war. I think back in the day, men really didn't say anything. To women, they just let them fuss and fuss and fuss and whatever, and they just, and they just held on as long as they could in the relationship until they finally left. And that's why a lot of us, didn't grow up with our fathers. We didn't have the information that we have at our fingertips now. We didn't understand. Well, they didn't understand, our generation before us. That when a lady had a kid, she's going through certain things. I forgot what it's called. What is it when a lady has a kid and she goes through a certain
postpartum?
postpartum. Like they didn't understand that back in the day. They didn't understand many other things that women go through, you know, on a daily basis, you know, and when it comes to certain big events to them, like men didn't understand that. They're just like, oh, this lady's crazy, and I'm not getting anywhere with her. I'm about to leave. So then they left, you know. But the ones who stayed were the ones who, partook in, domestic violence. I don't think anybody should hit anybody, but it's just what it is. That's what happened. So now men are starting to be more vocal and not just take it all in. And women are not really hearing or not really caring what men have to say now, even though it could be logical what we said. I just feel like right now, quite a few women are just expecting men to take a bad deal. Like you expect a man to pay all the bills, and you have 3 kids by somebody else, and you're not gonna cook, you're not gonna clean, you're not gonna be, loving to him, you're not gonna respect him. You think he should take that deal? That's crazy to me. The men who do take that deal, it's only gonna be for a short period of time. So I think it's never going to end. I think men are gonna start voicing their opinion from now on forever now. Because you can't just take a bad deal or you're gonna go down.
Joey, let me ask you real quick. From your generation,
yeah,
do you find more women have kids than don't have kids?
I would say.
What would you say the percentage is? If you
I would say the percentage like 65%.
Have at least one kid?
Yeah, at least have one kid. Yeah.
What about you, Jay?
I see it's an increase. It was probably about 75, 80. But they're not getting married. You know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure.
That's it's a bad look.
Man, I don't care. I don't care if a girl has 3 kids and she was married, now she's divorced. That still doesn't look good either way.
She a baby mama point.
Yeah, and you expect, like Kanye said, and you expect me to take all these kids to showbiz? Like you expect me to put my blood, sweat, and tears into these kids so they can get to a certain age and say you're not my daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen situations where a man was in this woman's life for 30 plus years when she was a young kid, and then she still had the father walk her down the aisle. What? Right. It wasn't there. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a bad deal, guys. Like, I understand y'all looking for love, man, but wait for those bots to come out. Don't be the robots, bro. The robots. Marry you a robot, bro.
That's sad to even think that.
What'd you say?
It's sad that's what's coming to.
That's what's coming, bro. I seen a guy come in my store, pause, and he had a companion. It was a companion app, and it was AI, and he was talking to it like it was his girlfriend. I didn't know how I felt about that. It was kind of weird. Like, I didn't know if he was like really serious, if he was trying to see what my response was to it. I didn't know how to act to that because that was different. Now, eventually, they're gonna put that inside of a robot.
You know what I think is weird? That I'm Generation X. So back in my day, we didn't care. I ain't gonna say we didn't care about marriage, but if we can get the box and waste your youth and send you off to pasture without marrying you, that was great. Now it seems like today's man wants marriage and the woman is acting like the man. Right? As long as the woman has a child, she good. She's sufficed her biological urge. Women don't care about marriage. Men never cared about marriage unless they want a legacy and things of that nature. But today's woman, as long as you can give her a kid, which I feel is stupid for a man to give a woman a kid because that's her. You get what I'm saying? That's her gold prize.
Yeah.
The women today do not really care about marriage because they got their own job and they make their own money. So they don't look at man as anything more than just a paycheck and provision. So if she can get a baby out of him, she good. She could live the rest of her life fornicating and, you know what I'm saying, being a single mom, and she's straight. And I just that's the biggest shift that I've seen with this so-called gender war. The women have been comfortable with just having a job and having somebody to lay up with. They don't care about the marriage part because that's too much. You know what I'm saying? That's too much work.
Yeah. I think for me, man, when it comes to companionship and having a woman around, I don't know, man. I'm just content. Like, if it doesn't really work out with a woman, to just, die by myself, I'm content if that happens. I do have a lady now, but I'm just saying, like, if it ever didn't work out, like, I'm content with dying by myself because it's just too much of a headache, the back and forth and the misunderstandings and like, what is this, man? Like, when I was young, I couldn't wait to be an adult. But then when you start looking at what it takes to maintain a house, blood, sweat, and tears, and maintain a house, the bad deals with the house, same thing, the blood, sweat, and tears it takes to maintain a relationship with a woman, blood, sweat, and tears it takes to maintain kids, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, how am I going to have to go through all this? Like, this should be very simple, So, I don't know, man. I don't know if life is better in another country or it's just the same. I don't know.
It's good women out here in the States. It's just very few. So
yeah, you got to date like 100. You got to date 100 ladies just to find a couple that are actually good.
Yeah, you gotta have discipline.
Yeah, that's a lot of money to spend. A lot of money and a lot of time. A lot.
No, dating. Trust me, brother. If you select, you ain't gotta spend all that money with dating. But go ahead, Jay.
I'm about to say, do you think being in the right setting will help?
Yeah, the right setting, helps. But at the end of the day, like, you can be in the right setting and she's perfect, but she has 3 kids. You find out she has 3 kids. Yeah. Or you could be in the right setting and then you learn more about her and there's something major wrong with her later on that she tells you. And she only telling you now because she's comfortable with you. So it's like, you really can't win. Like, because a person is not really going to put everything on the table of what's wrong with them.
You can win, bro. You got chicks willing to spend $1,100 to take a picture with Chris Brown. You can win, bro.
That's a bad decision.
I know it's a bad decision. I'm saying women are willing to invest. Women are willing to take less if she's really into you, is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, don't waste your time on people that want you to take them to Ruth Chris and Morton's D Steakhouse and spend all this money. I'm saying, know who's into you and go and just stick to that. Don't just try to go through 100 women to find one. No, you don't need to go through 100 women to find one. You know who's into you and who's not. You don't have to break bread with every woman.
Someone know how to fake it, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it's different nowadays, man. They learned the man tactic. So
women been faking it. Women have been faking orgasms from time immemorial, so we know how to fake it.
Right. So you could think you think you got you a good one. She's faking it the whole time.
Whole time.
You never know. And she's just doing it just to so she can take pictures of her food and boost herself up for the next guy who she thinks is a baller. You know what I'm saying? Like, this gen is cooked, bro. It's cooked.
It's cooked for most guys. It ain't cooked for all of them. It's the ones that peep game and know what's up. They'll be all right.
You gotta play the game, Joe. You gotta play the game, man.
For sure.
Man, everybody say that, but what's the game, bro?
The game is to not get got. That's the game. Don't get got. Don't take a woman to a steakhouse that don't deserve it. Don't give a woman more than, more than what she's worth. It's that simple. Just like you tell a woman, you tell your daughter, hey man, like, This nigga, he flashed the Rolex in front of you. Don't mean you got to throw your legs in there like a peace sign. Like the same way a woman got to be smart, we got to be smart too.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm just saying, like, I feel like people don't understand how hard it is, though. It's just hard.
No, I think we all agree it's hard, right? We don't. I don't think anybody up here saying it's not hard. But Jay, are you saying it's not hard?
I was definitely go to my my.
It's always been hard.
Mike, how long you been married again?
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't.
Yo, I'm just saying, like,
don't do that.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, how do you know, like, the real state of it, of dating, if you've been successfully
Because before
married?
I got married, okay, it'd be 20 years.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, this Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday.
Congratulations.
But before I got married, scallywags been scallywags from time immemorial. Is what I'm saying. Like I don't understand why.
Question for you though.
What's
Do
up?
you think it was harder to date back then, or do you think it's harder to date now?
I don't know because I always had a type. I didn't sample everything. I had a type. I never entertained a certain scallywag. I never did. So I don't know.
So I believe that it's harder to date now because of social media.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And these ladies have all the access to all these guys. Like a basketball player could options.
Mm-hmm.
Like a basketball player can reach out to a girl at any time, spoil her. Now she's done for forever because she thinks she deserves that type of man because she was with him for a week. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really compete with the experiences they're getting so young because they have access to all these men by just a simple DM direct message. You know what I'm saying? So now it's making them rotten because they're getting exposed to these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Certain type of woman though. Like I agree with what you're saying.
Oh, but hey, man, look, OG, they all like that. They all like that in this generation right now. Even at the bottom of my generation Z, it's about to be a whole nother generation of women. I'm watching them walk around at the high school. I'm like, where are y'all clothes at? You know what I'm saying? And we talk about a good percentage of these young ladies out here have barely any clothes on. Who are they appealing to?
Yeah. I agree.
So it's getting wild out here.
That's one thing. You talking about wearing clothes, you talking about somebody in your DMs, like we talking about two different conversations.
No, what we're saying is all these behaviors contribute to
girls was dressing like sluts. Well, okay. No, okay. Everything Jay just said, I went through the same thing in my 20s. The only difference is social media and a ball player jumping in the DM. That's the only difference that I can say, all right, I'll concede that. Because we didn't have social media like that back then.
Also, what plays a major role into a worse behavior nowadays compared to back then is the ladies y'all was messing with back then, they put that hurt onto their daughters. They put that hurt onto their daughters. And now you're dealing with someone who has 2 times more what is it called? PTSD.
Trauma. Yeah.
Or trauma. And now you have to deal with that woman on top of everything else there's to deal with, man. It's getting worse, bro.
So what percentage of women? What percentage of women? What percentage of women would you say carry that trauma that's damaged? Out of 100% of women today, what would you honestly give it?
85+%, bro. It might even be in the 90s. It's horrible.
How many hearts did you break? That's how we can go based off of that percentage right there. How many hearts did you break, man?
I mean, shit.
You know,
I mean, if a lady ain't treating me right and I decide to leave, that could be considered breaking her heart because she wanted to stay with me. So I guess you can say almost every girl who I took serious to where we, dated or whatever more than a month, that could be dozens, so What? So for me to not break her heart, I have to stay with her, even though she's showing 100 red flags. Like, I don't think that's fair.